Calais, you guys had won 4 in a row, but I mean, to lose in this fashion, how does this team take this one?
It stings, I mean, to have the game in our hands as a defense, we expect to win that, every time, and we didn't get it done. And we knew they were talented. I mean, they have a lot of playmakers, and I mean, they fought hard to make the plays to win the game. And we got to go back and watch the tape and figure out how we can improve. But this one definitely stings.
What was it like being back in Jacksonville? They threw you up on the jumbotron and you gave away to the fans.
Yeah, I mean, it would have felt a lot better if we won the ball game. At the end of the day, I mean, I had a lot of success here and had a lot of fun here, but I mean, I'm trying to stay in the moment, stay present. This will always be part of my history, but this team where we at right now is the Baltimore Raven. I feel like we left one off the hook, and I mean, we just got to find a way to win these tough ball games. I mean, but the big thing is 24-hour rule. Find a way to improve and get better. Good teams don't lose 2 in a row, so I mean, it's football. It's on the road against a team that's scrappy, so it's never going to be easy. And we felt like we had a chance, but we didn't get it done. But to me, that's all that matters right now is just trying to figure out how we're going to improve, bounce back, and get a win next week.
You had that strip sack late in the game. Does that kind of making that type of play, is that something that you're proud of and being able to show up for your team in that moment?
If it'd have won the ball game, but we didn't get it done. I didn't get it done. There's a lot of plays after that where I had opportunities and I let my team down. I didn't get it done. That's football. But to me, I feel like I mean, you're only as good as the next play. And I mean, Trevor Lawrence got up and made the plays to win the ball game. Had off to him. He played a extremely well ball game today. Extremely well. And so you got to give him his respect. But it definitely stings because you feel like we had plays to get off the field and we can get them done.
Yeah, because I mean, Calais, this defense probably over the past 5 games one of the arguably the best defense statistically. What was it on that final drive? Looking back at it, that
I mean, we had to watch the tape. I mean, I really don't know. I know that we had opportunities. And we didn't get them done, but I mean, we got to watch the tape. It's hard to see it when you're on the field in the moment. I just know that up front, we got to find a way to get our hands up on balls, make them uncomfortable, and get off the field. I mean, you got 3rd and 17 or whatever it was. I mean, good. We got to find a way to win that. If we want to go to where we think we're capable of going, I mean, that's something that has to get done. So.
Were you surprised or not that they went for 2? And at that point, you thinking?
No. I mean, I mean, Doug Peterson. He's a great coach, a Super Bowl winning coach, and he's aggressive. You see it on tape all the time. And they go for it on 4th down all the time. They're not going to risk on the overtime, especially with our firepower. I mean, when momentum's on your side, go out there and give it your best shot. I just, I know. As a competitor, we got to find a way to make that play. Everything happened to happen. We're coming off a timeout. We got a good feel for what they're doing. Just, we got to get our hands up, try to bat that ball down, find a way to make them comfortable. But, I mean, that's a heck of a play. I mean, it's a good throw and catch. I mean, Zay Jones, he beat us last year when he was in Oakland. Las Vegas. So, I mean, they got great players and made a play.
Did you get a look at that touchdown? Were you thinking it's a touchdown?
I did not, but I mean, I'm not a referee. I was pretty sure that wasn't a catch, but I think whatever they called on the field, it was so close that was what was going to stand. I mean, I guess they say a shin counts as 2, is 2 feet or whatever. But I thought that for sure wasn't a catch. But I got to just show up and play football, and whatever they call, you got to live with it. We can't control the circumstances. We just continue playing football, and after they got that, we got to find a way to get a stop and win the ball game. A 2-point try.
I'm sorry. I know it's disappointing. It would be a lot easier for me and the local folks here to ask these questions if you would have won the game. But if you don't mind indulging me again about your time here in Jacksonville, the fans love you here. That people express all the time. It was one of the biggest mistakes of the last several years to trade you out of here. Can you just take a moment? I know it's tough right after a game, especially a loss, and tell us about your love for the Jacksonville fans.
Yeah, I mean, I'll say this. They got a really talented, good young team. I think they're trending in the right direction, and they're going to start winning some ball games, I think, which is exciting for the fan base. I mean, as long as it doesn't affect us, I root for them, I mean, just because, I mean, the blessing they gave me allowed me to play here. So, you know, and we are in the same conference, so you know, there's a lot of games that affect us, so it's a little different. But I got a lot of guys that I have, you know, strong admiration for in that locker room that I'm rooting for, and you know, I think you know, this fan base, you know, I think they're in for a treat. You know, I think, you know, he saw what Trevor Lawrence can be today. You know, if he continues to get better, you know, I mean, and continues to improve. I mean, with those weapons, I mean, they can win some ball games.
I don't know if you had much time to step into your locker room, but what do you hope the response is, the mood is after a tough loss like this?
Man, we're competitors, you know. I mean, everybody in that locker room is a competitor. You know, it's things. You know, you're upset you lost, but you know, our heads are gonna be high. You know, we gonna, you know, go out there, you know, with purpose. You know, this week, try to find a way to win next week's game. You know, I mean, against a scrappy team that's, you know, very similar. Great defense. You know, weapons all over the field. You know, so you know, 24-hour, we'll watch the tape. We'll, you know, make our corrections, and then it's on to Denver. You know, but I know, you know, we got some dogs in there. You know, I mean, you know, a lot of guys who play football at a high level. You know, and so, you know, good teams don't let these games beat you twice. You know, and I know we're a good team. You know, we just didn't get it done today. But you know, going forward, I got a lot of confidence in my guys, and I know the feelings all the way through the locker room. You know, we know who we are.
Okay. Next question. Let's go to the last one.